cafe anyway.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And we meet again, you and I. Why am I doing this with my voice? It's annoying. Welcome to the show that is entitled Mike's Daily Podcast. We're at episode 1935. That's right, 1935. I feel alive. It's Saturday, and I got almost 9 hours sleep. That's fine. Actually, more like 7, but that's okay because we're going to rock and roll Mike's Daily Podcast. And we're going to have Mike's Daily Podcast, and we're going to discuss things like phone lines. Mike's phone lines. Daily. They're important. Podcast. In fact, you can leave me a message. Yeah. At 336MM Daily. That's 3 plus 3 equals 6. MM as in Mike Matthews Daily, as in what this podcast has been now for, 3 days? Wow. Wow, shuts wow. So, here's the thing. Is when you're in radio for eons. Okay, so I've been in radio for like 30 years. Has it been 30 years yet? Yeah. Roughly. Yeah, I started in 86, so yeah, it's been over 30 years. Yikes! Okay, so back in the day, the phone would ring, and you would not know what was going to be on the other end. You had no idea. It could be someone cool, someone nice, or it could be something that crawled out of some dark hole place that was scary. And they'd be mean, or ornery, or drunk, or just incoherent. Like this show. I pride myself on that. So, what I want to tell you is in today's world, we now have the capability to see who it is on the other end of the line. And recently, one of the radio stations I worked for, they actually have the caller ID. Now, this is bizarre. This is going to be hard to grasp. But a lot of radio stations have not updated their phone lines. So, you know, this typical, like in your business office or wherever you work, you've got the caller ID.
And here's today's podcast picture.
You've got the caller ID on everything. You got it on your phone, except for your idiot friends that still use private number. You know what private number is? Private number is I don't answer you. You go straight to voicemail, private number. Although I know usually who it is. It's one of two people that are old. They're usually old, right? The private number people. I'm your private number, a number for money. Do what you want me to do. Tina Turner. Oh, I guess she showed up at the inauguration of her musical that hit Broadway or something. She showed up and everybody was like, Tina, we're not worthy. Okay, Tina Turner. All her classic 60s stuff and 70s stuff. And then you've got... You Better Be Good to Me. That's Basil's favorite song. That's how it's gotta be now. He's singing with it. Yeah, I got no use for your overloaded truth. You better be good to me. Good job, Basil. Oh, I didn't know there was a secret second, third verse, fourth verse in that. Hey, I saw Addendum with Kevin yesterday at 21st Amendment. I enjoyed their Hell or High Water beer. And Basil and I were there, and it was a fun evening. Addendum with Kevin, who hasn't done it. We didn't get a chance to do it. He only had a really short lunch break, so I didn't get a chance. But everybody is going to see that Emilia Clarke movie, the Last Christmas movie, written by Emma Thompson. I find that fascinating. Emma Thompson first appeared to me in a Shakespeare movie back when I thought I was a Shakespearean actor back in the early 90s. I was going to UCSB and I did one Shakespeare play, and then at that exact same moment Kenneth Branagh came out with Henry V, and he was married to Emma Thompson, and Emma was like a vision on the movie screen. She was this, forget about all your classic actresses. It was Emma Thompson, this amazing actress on stage. It could do, and Kenneth and her would do the Shakespeare so well. Well, Emma has been around and been through, well, I have to tell you, I tell this to everyone. The movie Love Actually, her scene in that movie where they're playing the Joni Mitchell song, Both Sides Now. Yes, it was a big hit by Maureen McGovern. Was she the one that had the big hit with it? But Joni Mitchell wrote it. And she did this version of it when she was younger. And then when she was older, Joni Mitchell did a version, and her voice had dropped, and she became much more sultry and much more experienced, and you could hear the wisdom in her voice. And so there's a line in there where Emma Thompson says, Joni Mitchell is what taught me how to have to warm my cold British heart, or something to that effect. And in this movie, the late Alan Rickman, the Snape guy from Harry Potter movies, it has just been revealed to Emma Thompson that her husband, Alan Rickman's character, is cheating on her or flirting with this young lady. And she realizes it through this one scene where she gets the wrong Christmas present. It's a Christmas movie, one of my favorite Christmas movies. And now Emma Thompson's written this Christmas movie, The Last Christmas, that George Michael gave her special blessing, his special blessing for her to do the movie and incorporate a lot of his songs. But she, in this scene with Joni Mitchell's song, she starts to do it's just a simple scene. And you realize that it's so amazing. I love it. So now Emma Thompson has done this movie and written the movie. She stars in it with Emilia Clarke. I predict it's going to be huge at the box office this weekend. And George Michael music. There were a lot of great George Michael songs. Emma Thompson is a huge fan. Got to know George Michael before he passed away. And did you know, it is so ironic, the song Last Christmas that he wrote, which is the title of this movie, he passed away on Christmas. So it all comes back around, and I think there's a lot behind this movie that'll make it huge. Not that I have any skin in the game. I did not create the movie. I didn't make the movie. I don't have any stock in the studio that made the movie. I barely know who Emilia Clarke is. I know she's from Game of Thrones, but that's about it. So, and this is like her first movie that she's done where she's like headlining. So we'll see if she becomes the biggest thing and becomes huge like Emma Thompson was for a brief period. But people still know who Emma is. Okay, Emma, Amelia, oh my God. All these Eminem, Mike Matthews. What do you think about this? Have you seen the movie? 336MM Daily. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley. Ton today, and the podcast picture I didn't mention yet is of this guy.
Hello, Mike. It's a disgruntled fiddle player. Tell you what.
What?
I don't know any of this British crap talking about romantic movies or any of that. Give me a good Burt Reynolds movie. That's what I want. Burt Reynolds and a bottle of bourbon.
All right. Sounds good. You know, somebody I know is going through some rough times with his mom because his mom is... Well, she'd been drinking her whole life. I know this is getting serious all of a sudden outside a cafe anyway. But, yeah, she'd been drinking. Her drink of choice is vodka. And she's like in her 70s, early 80s. And it's causing her to have like fainting spells now. And this guy I know is just like, he saw it actually happen where she was about to faint. And he goes, look, Mom, you gotta stop it. You got to no more. And to her credit, she honed up to it. She said, okay, you're right. I need to stop. It's tough. It's tough. Your whole life, you've been doing something. My mom still smokes. She's in her 70s. Her whole life, been doing something, and to give up something. But it's foreign to me because it's something unhealthy you do your whole life. I tried to get rid of the unhealthy things. Let me see, though. I still have to have a burger and fries and a shake and a blended espresso. I got my foods, my bad foods that I'm still addicted to now and then. And, oh, let's see, I ate a bunch of Halloween candy that was left over. Oops. Yeah. It just, you got to watch it. Because your body will tell you at some point and say, hey, and snap its finger. Hey, snap. That's enough. So he actually now, his doctor, the mom's doctor, subscribed or prescribed to her cannabis. Because her appetite is leaving her because she's been drinking all this time. It has something to affect on her appetite. And now she's taking this cannabis oil. Cannabis is, I guess it's pretty expensive from what this guy was telling me. He had to buy some online and the guy delivered it to him. And in California, it's legal, but it's still expensive. And anyway, gosh, Cafe Anyway. It's tough. It's tough. Older parents, elderly parents, and dealing with their stubbornness in life. It's tough, isn't it? And I told him, you just got to do the best you can. It's tough with anything. Anything that's, you can only do so much, and you just do the best you can. And anywho, changing topics. Seth Meyers is doing a stand-up special on Netflix. I don't quite understand. I'm not a big fan of the stand-up on Netflix. None of it really appeals to me. People go, oh, Trevor Noah. Oh, Craig Ferguson. Oh, some guy I never heard of before. Oh, check it out. It's funny. But Seth Meyers, apparently there's this thing on Netflix where you can actually go past his Trump jokes. Which, I don't get that. If you're a huge supporter of Trump, you don't like Seth Meyers anyway. Because anytime you turn on his TV show, the late night show, whatever he does, he is very critical of Trump. So I don't see why that's even a thing Seth is attempting to do. Yeah, you can jump past my Trump jokes. What's the... I'm your private number, a number for money. So yeah, the disgruntled fiddle player is in the podcast picture. Look who else is out here at Cafe Anyway. Hello, make a message, Madame Rootabega. Yes, I love the jokes that are so funny about the president. Oh, and who's the current president? William Harding. Oh, did you know he's not the president? Yes. Did you know he was the president way back when? Yes. Did you know that William Harding was also a person that could travel through time? Yes. Did you know William G. Harding was the 29th president of the United States from 1921 until his death in 1923? He was one of the most popular U.S. presidents up until that point, and he was a Republican. After his death, a number of scandals, including Teapot Dome, thank you, Wikipedia, came to light, as did his extramarital affair with Nan Britton. Each, then, of those eroded his popular regard. Harding is often rated as one of the worst presidents in historical ranking. Did you know all that? Yes. What was Nan Britton like? Yeah, I didn't like her. Whew. Okay. Usually at some point you go no real abruptly. Can you do that for us? No. There we go. All right, next we see what? Vanna White is going to host Wheel of Fortune as Pat Sajak recovers from emergency surgery. It's about time. Vanna White, who is 62, from South Carolina originally, is still, she's vibrant as ever, and thank you for doing that, host of Wheel of Fortune show, which I never watch. Let's see, what else? One other person here at Cafe Anyway. Oh, a couple other people.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the parking attendant.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that?
Mike, we are really big fans of Vanna White there.
Yeah, Vanna White. You know that? Pat Sajak used to do the weather for an NBC News affiliate in Los Angeles. I remember I used to see him on there. 1935. That's what this episode is. Did we get a lot out of today's show, guys?
I don't know. What was it about, there?
Yeah, what was it about? Was it about being a white? Do you know that? It could have been. Or it could have been about Nan Nitten, whatever her name was, that William G. Harding had the affair with. I don't know. Cafe, I don't know. I mean, cafe anyway. That would pretty much wrap up the show today. I am going to plug myself and then slug myself, which is very self-deprecating. But yes, I'm going to be on a radio show tomorrow morning. I do this Sunday morning thing with my voice, and I do it like this because it's a jazz station. I go, you're listening to Jazz 92.1. No, it's actually a radio station playing today's hits, yesterday's favorites, that kind of thing. And you can check it out at 92.1 FM in the Contra Costa County area or online at kkdv.com. I'll be on tomorrow morning and every Sunday morning from 6 to noon. Hey, Berlin Wall. Hey, Berlin Wall, you fell down 30 years ago today. Wow, 30 years ago. And Angela Merkel warns democracy is not self-evident. And meanwhile, what's that? Macron, the French president, the prime minister, he said that NATO is on its last legs, and Angela Merkel said, oh, that's pretty drastic. Why are you saying that? And it's because of Trump. Trump's saying, we're not going to put all this money into NATO. We need other people to step up in the NATO alliance. That's my world news for you today. Type 2 diabetes. Fight the type 2 diabetes. And one other thing. In the Bay Area, everywhere you go, you see Teslas. I call them douchelas. But you see them everywhere. And here's the thing. Anything that was made by Elon Musk is going to have a little bit of a douchiness to it. A little bit, I'm better than you to it-ness. But the Teslas all over the Bay Area, guess what? You move to Alabama, none. Nothing, nada. I still have connections to North Alabama, no Bama. No Bam. Huntsville, North Alabama. I speak with someone out there and I asked her, hey, Teslas? She goes, what? I said, yes, Teslas. Do you have any Teslas in town? No. I go, yeah, Bay Area, everyone's got to have a freaking Tesla, and it's destroying our power grid because everyone's hooking up the Teslas to charge them at home at night, and the power grid can't handle it. And with PG&E shutting off power everywhere, it's a nightmare. Thank you. It's all blame it on Elon Musk. Fascinating, isn't it? It's such keeping up with the Joneses here in the Bay Area. And that you go to the other parts of the country, you can't even charge that stupid thing. It's not even a thing. You go elsewhere in the country. Look, I'm all about being environmentally conscious and helping the environment and getting rid of the fossil fuels and getting rid of the greenhouse effect. I'm looking out over Diablo Valley from Cafe Anyway today, and I see just a ton of haze sitting over the valley and smog, and that could all go away if we all had electric cars. But at the same time, it's not, the infrastructure isn't there yet for the rest of the country. Once you head out into the Midwest, into the plain states, your cars are going to be, it's dead. Plus the people that own douchelas, I don't know. It just didn't go. We need more competition in the electric car area, and maybe then it'll get better. That's my opinion, but who cares? Next show, it'll be the wonderful Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the engineer. Enjoy your day. Thanks for listening all the way to the what? What point? Oh, we're at the 19-minute mark. Yikes. Let's end it now.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MikesDailyPodcast.com. Email Mike now at MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!